What's up guys, yugioh Strats back with more single card discussions where we talk about some of the cards that have impacted Yu-Gi-Oh throughout the years. Today's card, a key piece in the infamous $15 FTK from 2010, Substitoad. Substitoad was only ever released once in the TCG as a rare in Light of Destruction back in 2008. Its time with the ban list is similar in that it's only ever been hit once. It was banned in September 2010, going from unlimited to 0 in one list, and as of this video, it's never come off. A level 1 water attribute aqua type effect monster with 100 attack and 2000 defense, its effect reads: you contribute one monster to special summon one frog monster from your deck except Frog the Jam. Frog monsters except Frog the Jam cannot be destroyed by battle. Substitute is one of the cards on the ban list that makes new players look at it and they just try and wonder why it's there in the first place. The entire frog archetype has low stats, no seemingly powerful effect, and being a card that can just fetch one from the deck doesn't sound very broken, let alone one being in need of a ban. But if you ask anyone from 2010 about the Mass Driver Frog FTK, they'll tell you otherwise. Beyond just the importance of deck thinning to increase the odds of drawing the cards you need, Substitoad was easy graveyard setup. A player could tribute any frog any number of times in a turn and eventually get every frog monster from their deck to the graveyard. Again, this may seem useless, but when combined with two other key cards, it made a deck that topped World Championship events in 2010 and eventually got two cards banned. Namely, the two other cards are Ronin Totem and Mass Driver. Ronin Totem was a common card released in the Shining Darkness in 2010, and Mass Driver is a common spell card from all the way back in October of 2003. The key was that these three effects have such great synergy with each other. Ronin Totem can banish any frog from the grave to special summon itself, and can do so any number of times per turn, while Mass Driver has the effect to tribute one monster to inflict 400 damage to the opponent, which basically means if you contribute 20 monsters in one turn, you have game. That may seem completely absurd, but if you could get Substitoad, Mass Driver, and any other frog on the board, you could easily find your way to having 19 frog monsters in the graveyard, plus Ronin Totem, as well as your Substitoad, which would make for exactly 8,000 points of damage. You can check out this video here for the combo to get that off. Today we have outs to this FTK, but back in 2010, there was no Fiendish Chain, no Breakthrough Skill, and no Effect Veiler, meaning that there were very few cards that could actually remove the problem cards from the field and stop this FTK from going off. And just to add icing to the cake, Mystical Space Typhoon was limited at the time. Also worth mentioning is the fact that every card involved in the FTK was a rare at most, meaning that the deck could be bought for roughly $15 depending on the vendor, and it would be viable at top level tournaments. Frog FTK stands as one of the most consistent FTKs in the game, and one of the few to make a lasting impact. Outside of the Frog FTK, Substitoad really didn't see much use. Alongside Dupe Frog, you could set up a soft lock that made your opponent unable to attack your monsters due to the fact that Dupe Frog is the only monster you're allowed to attack while it's on board, and the fact that Substitoad made it indestructible by battle. After its format of tear, Substitoad was banned come the 2010 ban list in September, with Mass Driver soon following in March of 2011, just to make sure that the FTK and any like it would stay dead. All in all, Substitoad made an FTK, was promptly banned for it, and was forever doomed to leave new players confused as to why it's on the ban list. And so that's our look at single card discussions, Substitoad. Stay tuned for our next video, and feel free to suggest some cards you'd like us to review or deck profiles you'd like us to post. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on yugioh Strats. As for the making of this video, Substitoad is the first and only card to be forbidden due to its support for an archetype, namely its ability to mill the deck and fill the graveyard by continuously tributing the frog monsters that were special summoned by its effect. This has been yugioh Strats with your Yu-Gi-Oh! Fun Fact of the day.